Oilersnation After Dark begins now.
The Edmonton Oilers were back on Rogers Place ice, and they're back in the win column.
I'm back in the saddle again.
Back. The Edmonton Oilers.
Let's go.
Hey, it was a sweat near the end of the hockey game. A finish that had Oilers fans everywhere, a little nervous, and Oilers fans in the crowd shockingly quiet there for the third period. But fret not. The Oilers hold on to a lead. They win this one 3-1, and they kick off their 4-game homestand with a W, kicking off your week, if you believe a week technically starts on Sunday, with a W. Do you believe the week starts on a Sunday? Because I don't. That's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't have strong opinions on it.
Fine, then. Connor Ingram was fake. Brett, what's your opinion on it?
Well, judging by the amount of stuff that I have to do every Monday in regards to weekly stuff, I guess it's Monday.
Week starts on Monday.
Week starts on Monday.
Except for this week, is the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah.
Actually, 5-star now.
This week.
Connor Ingram was incredible in this one. Matt Savoy continues to shine on the first line. And unfortunately, Leon Draisaitl was banged up in the first period and did not return. Fortunately, Bet365 will give you your bet back if he doesn't play in the second period.
That's what everyone was wondering.
That's
when
what
they
everyone
saw
was
Leon
wondering.
Go down. What
Everyone
about
was
Bordzy's
worried.
bet?
Shout out Connor Murphy because he was still getting it done. Either way, the Oilers, they get it done. And we're going to break it all down on ONAD.
Does that nullify Bankroll?
So it nullifies the 2 for Leon.
I have to go change that then.
Connor Murphy.
He got there.
There we go. Hello, what up, and welcome to Oilersnation After Dark, brought to you by Bet365 19+. Because whatever the moment,
It's never ordinary.
at Bet365. Download the app today. Use the promo code NATION, NATION. Refer your friends to Bet365. Joined by the one, the only, my friend, Michael Menzies, contributor here at ON. A front-to-back Edmonton Oilers W where they defend well for the most part. They get enough offense done. They persevere through injury. Menzies, give me a vibe check, brother.
Vibes are good. It was nervous at the end because everybody's thinking the same thing, but largely the Oilers control this hockey game and they get it done. How about this? I was grinding through the schedule and everything like that. When do you think the last home win was where the Oilers led wire to wire? Wire to wire.
Late November.
It's not that far back.
Okay.
It's not that far back. You're going to go over to January 18th.
There you go, good.
Against the Blues. Nuge's 1,000th game when they shut out the Blues 5-0. They have either lost or come back in 9 straight home games. So
that was refreshing. That was refreshing.
So
to
this
watch.
was good to see. That obviously they've got a week of home games here. Nashville, they're on the PK a lot early. They're able to survive and kill those penalties. Ingram was good. They hang on in the end, and 2 valuable points is a big win.
Connor Ingram solidifying, even though it was already solidified earlier this morning, number 1 goaltender status for the Edmonton Oilers. Connor McDavid, 3-point night for him. And the mayor of Smashville, while he gets banged up, and we await very nervous breath here for whatever it is going to be about Leon Draisaitl. Keep it locked here on ONAD because we'll have plenty of post-game clips, probably from Chris Knobloch, some of the other boys out there, and we'll give you everything that we know when we know.
We don't have an update yet, but we'll have an update soon.
There he is. Why do we even need to ask him? He's right here in the room.
I'll tell you what Knobloch's going to say.
The call is coming from inside the house.
Yes.
Let's kick it off. Shout out to our friends at Capital GMC Buick. Check out their extensive inventory of top quality vehicles like the 2026 GMC Terrain Denali or the 2026 Sierra Denali Ultimate. Capital GMC is Edmonton's highest volume of GMC dealers and the number 1 certified pre-owned dealer in all of Alberta. They are dedicated to providing you with the number 1 best customer experience in the business. Look at those beautiful trucks below me on the screen. Shout out to Capital GMC Buick. It's also shout out to the chat because It's a lot of good vibes going on in here. You're right. This is what we always beg for, men's. Just a dominating, really. There was a little bit of concern there in the third period, but you need a little bit of nervous energy. For the most part, just a controlled effort from the Oilers, a positive one, and vibes are good in the chat. Les D is in 1399, said, loved it all. Boys stood up for Dry. Ingram was a wall, and we held on and picked up 2 crucial points. Hope will never die. To that, I also add, Cup year.
Cup year.
What were you going to say? Or did you
One
have
battle after another, one best picture.
Ooh, and Michael B. Jordan won Best Actor.
The one battle after another. Joke. Sinners. Michael B. Jordan. Deserved.
I rewatched One Battle After Another earlier this afternoon. Good movie.
It's
Good
just
movie.
so
Shout out
much,
Sean Penn.
It's
Weird.
just so much like every other movie you see.
We'll get into that in hour 3.
Hour
Do not
3.
worry. We've got
Hour
Oscars
3.
talk coming your way. Percy's in 669. Play la bamba, baby. Let's
go.
Predators lived up to their name on the ice, but we still won the Diddy Bowl. LFG. Hope will never die. Cup, yeah.
Cup year.
Shout out to BBL. Shout out to Ben Stelter Foundation for everything they do. All your super chats, once again, in support of that awesome foundation that does incredible stuff for people going through incredibly difficult times. And D-Pal this season, if we went overall money accumulated from one person, D-Pal's up there. Because it's $69.99.
That's excellent.
Again from our boy.
Unbelievable.
He said, Wallman popping what's-his-face is what wet dreams are made of. Cup year.
Cup year.
He salvaged it there at the end with a cup year. Yep. Jake Wallman. He was getting beat up again in this hockey game, but he definitely threw the hit of the hockey game. Everybody, they took a number when it came to Ozzy Weisblatt. We'll pick up that conversation in a bit. I would like Stauffer and Strudwick to pick up their conversation on that once again.
They're going at it.
Things, talk about getting a little heated, getting a little energy, that first intermission between those two. First thoughts, what'd you think of the hit? I thought clean as shit, and we'll unpack it in a minute, but thoughts, feelings, concerns?
Well, I was taking, I haven't seen the hit yet. I haven't
perfect.
seen the
We'll get
hit
to
or
it.
the fight. So I was, my stomach got really upset right after puck drop, and I've been looking, and then I forgot about the whole situation. But I like that the Oilers again stepped in, and right, wrong, or indifferent, got involved. And this is something that we talked about early in the season. Look, are they taking too many runs at McDavid? Is there too much punishment that our top players are absorbing? We saw what happened with the Toronto Maple Leafs this past week, and all the talk about their group. Jeff Merrick, are you a team? Are you a club? Well, hopefully a team is gelling together here, and we wait to see, hopefully, a positive prognosis on number 29.
Vasily Podkolzin, he wanted blood. Trent Frederick later wanted blood. Jake Wallman, he laid a booming hit. But yeah, Ozzy Weisblatt, they were after him. I thought it was a clean hit, but once again, we will continue to unpack that as we go and give you any information regarding Leon Draisaitl, the mayor of Smashville.
Oh,
And
it was a
it's-
clean hit.
Oh, yeah, for sure it was a clean hit.
Yeah.
For sure. Tammy Myers in $10. All bow to Kingram. Stick taps hearts for Ben always. Tammy, we love you. Good luck with your health and everything that's going on. We wish you nothing but the best. Percy again, $3.39. Starter looks good on you, Kingram. Himgram. Connor Ingram. He was fantastic. Stops 28 of 29 for a 966 save percentage. The Oilers outshoot the Preds 30-29, and Ingram, he had to stay in it till the very end. He was making good saves until the very end of that hockey game. Once again, number one goaltender for the Edmonton Oilers, and he sure looked like it. And then finally, it's Les D again, $13.99, said, I usually listen to the podcast, so this is my first time experiencing
wow.
the BBL.
Oh, you have?
Good grief, man.
Oh, yeah, these cheeks are big.
It is real, and it is spectacular.
Well, it's actually not real because it's a BBL. But
That's factory.
but
I own the same thing. I own the
this
same
is
thing.
straight out of the box. So no add-ons here, no injections, nothing like that.
No injections.
No injections.
That's good. All right, Bert, let's get into some headlines here. They're going to be brought to you by Tim Hortons. Give me some Drizzy Drake to kick things off.
Yeah.
Headlines brought to you by Tim Hortons. They're still a friend on the show for another 7 days, because that is as long as Roll Up the Rim season is going to last. You feel something? You smell that in the air? That's Roll Up the Rim to Win season. You can still play on the cup while supplies last, but do not forget to also play on the Tim's app, which means more chances to win just for doing what you already do, and that is drinking and eating Tim Hortons. Roll-up season is only around until March 22nd, so do not wait until it's over to realize you forgot to play. For more info, check out timhortons.ca/rollup. Roll up to win only at Tim's. I ask you every time, any wins yet?
No, I haven't been since the last time we did a show.
Loser. I won again on the app. I won again. Sorry, I don't know why I went at you like
Loser.
that.
What a loser. We just keep winning. It's unbelievable. I keep winning
Tiger
on
blood.
the app.
Tiger blood. Also,
Yeah.
somebody asked me this recently, and they were like, do you know anyone who's ever actually won anything from Roll Up? I went to high school with a guy. Shout out Alan Wilson. He won the car. And he got it's just a lease for a year, but he leased it for a year, and he just parked his car in the driveway for a year. It's pretty sweet. Good for him. Didn't have to pay for insurance.
One of those Kias.
Yeah, honestly think it was. I think it was a
Kia.
Kia Forte. That was actually what it was.
I'm
Alan.
I like going to Capital GMC or Derek Dodge and checking out their
Company man.
their automobiles.
Company man right here. Whatever automobiles you need, you can get them at Capital GMC Buick. So overall, great game for the Edmonton Oilers. It was a great start for the Edmonton Oilers as well. They get an early first period power play goal. Brett, you can throw it up if you want. Leon Draisaitl, the mayor, scoring what we calculated his 28th goal in his last 23 games, I do believe, against the Nashville Predators. Tough one for Justus Anunen, because that's one you should never allow in the NHL. This puck sliding along the ice beats him 5-hole. Now, Leon, that was entirely intentional. There was a pretty big hole. He found it, and the Oilers were able to capitalize on it. Can you believe it? Just over 3 minutes into the hockey game, shots were 5-0 for the Oilers at one point. We're so used to them shooting themselves in the foot in the first 5 minutes of a hockey game recently. But, dude, they never really looked back after this point. Obviously, things got a little bit tight, got a little bit nervous, a little bit sweaty during the third period. But overall, what'd you think about the Edmonton Oilers' start to the hockey game?
Oh, perfect. I mean, you get on the board, you're able to draw a power play right out of the box. The first shift, the McDavid line was just humming. They had a couple chances. I thought McDavid had a really good look to score. Thought we might get that anytime McDavid goal. The wheel had chosen for us. We were hopeful Connor Murphy would get the first goal. The wheel let us down there. But overall, yeah, the power play, although it kind of struggled the later the game went along, they fired home early. They had a Noonan. I'm so in the blender about his name because just the way Jack was pronouncing it.
I always call him a Noonan, but I heard him say Annanen.
Annanen. Yeah, Annanen. And on and
Dealer's
on.
Dealer's choice, whatever you want to call them.
There you go. But it was a great start. 1-0.
Oilers, come on now. I see people. They're talking Tim's now, saying they've never won before. I also.
Well,
there was a funny one, and I just lost it. That's the trouble about being on our new software. I can't see them and star the chats as they go along. Chat, I apologize. You're doing great. You're doing extra
Wonderful
funny
job,
stuff.
Chat.
So the Oilers, they're dominating this hockey game. Everything is going in their favor. And then number 29, the mayor of Smashville, Leon Draisaitl, goes down with an injury. It's a hit he takes along the bench from one Ozzy Weisblatt, who quickly became public enemy number one. I thought the hit, clean as hell. Leon gets kind of thrown up into the bench. Once again, I don't want to speculate. Keep it locked here, and we'll get some comments from head coach Chris Knobloch in just a bit. But his hip kind of goes up on the boards. It looked very uncomfortable. He was clearly in some discomfort. Goes onto the bench, right down the tunnel type situation. He then, a couple minutes later, would return to the bench during a TV timeout, went out, tried to give her a little go. Apparently was not good enough to go, and he missed the rest of tonight's hockey game. Still no word at the moment on Leon Draisaitl. It's a big loss, obviously. It's hilarious that he was still able to get on the score sheet in the first period of this game.
His work was done.
That's it for me, folks. That's all. The Oilers, and once again, they still, if you want to make, good out of a bad situation, the Oilers they might be the most experienced team at winning games with 11 forwards. Sometimes they do it willingly. It happened a couple games ago with 11, 5, and 1. And then again this evening, 11 forwards, no Leon Draisaitl. Let me ask you, I know how you felt in the moment, but share with the class concern level for Leon Draisaitl.
Well, you're just concerned because it's drips and drabs here with the lineup that things have gone along where, there was the Avalanche game. We had the Nuge news right before the Blues game. Jones was called up. Nuge obviously plays tonight. It was only a week.
Rico was out.
Well, it was only a week and a half ago you had Lazar go down. Then it was Henrique. Henrique's been able to come back in. Colton Dock's been out. Emerson's been out. Hopefully he'll be back in. Wallman is hurt every game and gutting through whatever it is that he's going through, but there is a shot every game of him just in pain, it appears. And so it wouldn't surprise me if this wasn't a little precautionary. I've seen that comment from some others. We're speculating. I don't know. But the Oilers certainly could use a healthy Leon Draisaitl. So Denmark.
How could we forget?
Saucy cheeks. I had already forgotten. My mistake.
Yeah, Amanda's coming at our streaming software because she said audio issues, Bordzy super red, and you can't start the chat.
The audio's not figured itself out. We figured it out. But the camera is not part of the audio.
The red
software.
toque was probably a bold choice for me this evening. Right when I came in on pregame, and I went, didn't think that one through very much.
It's a very bright toque.
People in the chat, shout out to Adidas, no free shout outs. They're saying, it could be precautionary for one Leon Draisaitl. The thing is, at least for me, and once again, this is all just my opinion here, it's tough because Leon, he's a guy that will power through most things. We've seen him throughout the season, had a busted up hand at one point. We've seen him during the NHL playoffs basically play on one leg. So clearly there was something enough because at this point in the hockey game, the Oilers were only up 1-0 when he had decided to pack it in for the evening. Hopefully, once again, just precautionary. Everybody say some good prayers before bed. Do whatever dances you need to do, rain dances type thing. And let's support our boy Leon Draisaitl.
Yeah, that'll work.
Anything is worth trying.
You're
get
right.
the voodoo doll you have. Get that thing out of Leon.
I learned a good thing about voodoo dolls recently.
Please share.
Turns out that the voodoo dolls weren't actually voodoo dolls. When you went to like a quote unquote witch, and you'd go, my head's been hurting lately, and they go, okay, sounds good. They would put the pin in the head of the little doll, and then you'd go and leave, and you'd come back, and then they'd come back, and you go, oh, last time we saw you, you had the pin in your head. Is your issue still in your head? No, okay, sounds good. So they take it out. It's kind of a record-keeping device. It's not actually just I'm poking the head to fucking hurt you. It's actually a record-keeping device.
Yeah, that sounds like big doll.
That's what they want you to believe. You think I'm falling for that, bud?
That's interesting, though. I didn't know that. I didn't know
the more you know here on Oilersnation After Dark during headlines.
We can occasionally teach you something.
Occasionally. We did find out recently someone with a PhD, and we have a medical doctor that watches this show.
A doctor of philosophy, a PhD.
Yeah, there's that. And then once medical doctor, shout out to the one where he doesn't want us to ever share who it is, probably, because he says hilarious things in the chat. Shout out to he who shall remain nameless. So I will say, the Oilers, all the momentum in the first period, they were just taking it to. They were just taking it to them in the Predators this evening. The only thing that got them out of the game a little bit was they wanted a little bit of retribution. They wanted their get back on one Ozzy Weisblatt, and you saw it couple moments there in the first period where, so it was Kasperi Kapanen took the slashing penalty right before Vasily Podkolzin got into the fight with, why am I blanking on who he got in the fight with? Nicholas Hag, who's got several inches on him, several pounds on Vasily Podkolzin, but he was not going to back down. You saw Trent Frederick just straight up trying, maybe not straight up and totally, but the closest thing I've seen to a Todd Bertuzzi in a minute when he just decided to grab Weisblatt by two hands on the horse collar. That's 15 yards in the NFL. Yeah. Just ripped his ass down to the ground, and no shit, Ozzy didn't want to throw down after that kind of thing. And then later, it was Connor Murphy had a slashing call as well. That was 3 in the first period, which then had the Oilers focusing on trying to kill off that Nashville power play. And you want to talk about an impressive unit tonight. The Edmonton Oilers penalty kill, they were incredible. They went 4 for 4 against the Preds, 3 of which were in the first period where momentum 100% could have been flipped on home ice. And Menzies, you did some number crunching here for the Edmonton Oilers special teams numbers since the trade deadline?
Yeah, well, since Friday, yeah. So the trade deadline, the first games that Dickinson and Murphy had played here. And why is Microsoft Edge coming up now? Get out of the way.
It's a BBL.
It was
she acts up when she wants to.
Heard Edge and she wanted to pop on.
Oh boy,
she's sassy.
Now.
She's sassy
now. So they finished 4 for 4 on the kill tonight. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 for 4. So that means they're 14 for 17 on the PK in their last 6 games. So Carolina, Vegas, Avs, Stars, Blues, Preds. Dallas cracked them twice. The Avs did as well. Was it once or twice the Avs scored on the power play? No, I can't remember.
I couldn't tell you.
No, it was once.
I would think just once.
So it's
I feel
14
like I would have
for
made a bigger
17,
deal about that.
82% on the kill in their last 6, and they're 4 for 16 in the power play, 25%. So they are, I guess, just +1 in terms of specialty teams. The power play, I guess, a little below their usual, where they are historically high. They are just 25%.
It's so funny to say that.
I know, 1 for their last 9, you know what I mean? But the penalty kill does seem more solid, especially early in this hockey game where it was, it could have dug them in a hole. They were taking penalties in the first. I think there was 3 consecutive power plays for Nashville. It could have teetered in that direction. It didn't. The penalty kill showed up in a big way.
We have an update from one Chris Knobloch about Leon Draisaitl, and this is coming from Battle, who's currently listening to the post-game press conferences. He says there's no update.
No way.
No way. The update is no update?
Haven't talked to medical staff yet.
Yeah, I see it here. Gene Principe has the quote, no update. I haven't talked to the medical staff.
He doesn't talk to these guys. He waits.
More at 11.
Yeah, more at 11. More on Oilers Nation every day tomorrow at 12 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Draisaitl long-term injury, cake or not?
No, it's not cake. That's not cake. Would Nashville take? Oilers made a trade on Friday.
Yeah, actually, they did.
Made a trade.
Bye-bye, Jaden Gruby.
Josh Bloom.
We hardly knew ye, Jaden Gruby.
Josh Bloom, buddy. He's
back. Well, I'm curious. Fucking Knobloch. It's such a tease that, of course,
evaluate moving forward. But Leon's tough, and he'll be. We'll let you know.
So with only 11 forwards out there this evening, the Oilers had to do a little mixing. The Oilers had to do a little bit of mixing and matching out there in the forward group. And I tell you, it was a new look to start the hockey game. We saw Matt Savoy hopping on the first line, staying on the first line with Connor McDavid and Zach Hyman, while the Nuge, who came back from a personal matter, was on the left wing with, why am I blanking?
Jason Dickinson.
And Jason Dickinson.
Dickinson.
There it is with those guys. And let me tell you, the Oilers looked like they had a top 9 rolling this evening. That third line of Nuge, Roslovic, and Dickinson, they were all over it. They had several chances in the offensive zone. Jason Dickinson specifically had several chances in the offensive zone. He had a breakaway in the third period. There was a great little tic-tac-toe passing play where Roslovic just kind of made small contact, dropped it, left it right on the tape of Jason Dickinson. And when you look at some of the fancy numbers, that trio was good. Expected goals for percentage of 66.6%. Shots were 4-0 with them on the ice. 6-3 for attempts, or 9-6 for attempts, I should say. I really like the look of them. And then, folks, Matt Savoy is much like a Podkolzin, the gift that continues to keep on giving for the Edmonton Oilers. 1 goal, 2 shots, and even 16 minutes of time on ice this evening. He has been around it recently with that top line. I mentioned I thought he could have won it for the Oilers late in the third period Friday night against the St. Louis Blues. He was unfortunately stopped by Joel Hofer, but he was not stopped in this hockey game as he got on the score sheet, gave the Oilers a 2-0 lead, and it was finishing off a pretty play. Brett, do we have the highlight here? 2-on-1, McDavid on over to Savoy, and he put that one home. Just a beautiful, beautiful play. You can see him hustling up the ice, knowing he's got to get there. 97 puts it on his tape, and he puts it home on Justus Annunen. I'm fumbling on his name every single time. Now I'm in his head.
Annunen.
I don't know how to say it. Annunen. Either way, Matt Savoy, the boy, he's been incredible recently, continuing his hot streak. And you think about it, once again, this is all dependent on the health of 29. But if he were to continue to be healthy here, Savoy on the top line and what Nuge was able to do on the third line, oh, that looks like a pretty good top 9 for the NHL playoffs if the Oilers could stay healthy. Let me ask you first, thoughts on Matt Savoy?
Oh, I liked it. I liked what I saw. That line I thought was really good. In the last 5 minutes, I wasn't crazy about them a little bit when the Oilers were getting flummoxed again, but dominant when they were on the ice together throughout the majority of the game. That's now 11 goals for Savoy this season, 27 total points. Really, I think, since the Olympic break, he's just been tremendous and really showing all those chances we saw earlier in the season where, what a good look, but he couldn't quite connect here or there. Well, he's earned his way to the top line. I think this is a combination that should continue. I liked what I saw from the third line playing together. I thought for a first time that they had some chemistry. Now, obviously, you're playing 11 forwards. It's a mismatch. It's not the normal stuff. But overall, I like that adjustment. A lot of people have been calling for Savoy to get moved up to the top line much earlier. Now I think they're in a position where they can do that. Knobloch seems to trust Savoy a lot more. Savoy's earned that trust, and he's provided now 11 goals on his season.
He's gotten a much longer leash here from head coach Chris Knobloch. He has earned it every step of the way. And you talk about the Edmonton Oilers' improved PK numbers. Matt Savoy is a massive part of that. He plays more time on the PK than anybody else. And it's not lost on me. I'm seeing it in the chat right now. People are saying, Matt, the answer Savoy, the answer term, getting thrown back out there. Actually.
Look at that. Right at hand. How convenient.
Matt Savoy, this could be yours. I might not be totally there yet, but if you keep on the trajectory he's headed to right now, this could be yours for the low price of just burying Connor McDavid's 2-on-1s because you made it look good. That was very convenient. That was also directly behind me. Shout out to all the props we have here at Oilers Nation. Did you touch on the Nuge as well? I thought that trio was good. Jason Dickinson.
Yeah.
I was not familiar with your game. I was not aware of how offensively, once again, that's not his MO. Any offense, in my opinion, that Dickinson kind of gives is really just added bonus. But that trio, Nuge, Roslovic, Dickey, they were all over it. They had their opportunities. And for a guy who's been winning draws, great on the PK, throwing the body, he's now getting chances at 5v5. Dickinson, you could be the answer to my 3C role too. Let's get a bunch of these.
It's easy. Let's get a bunch of these. Cup year. 5-on-5. Look, the Oilers dominated this game largely 5-on-5. I mean, at one point it was 13-2 high danger chances. Now it crept up to 13-5 when the Predators were rolling. That post, a very helpful post before the Oilers cracked it into the empty net. So I like that third line together. I think they have been at a time. I've been staunch in saying that I think the best combination is often McDavid, Nuge, and Hyman. But you can gather some information. Mm-hmm. And Knobloch did that at the beginning of the year, putting every combination known to man together, except certain ones, like Savoy playing with McDavid.
Or certain goaltenders in Connor Ingram.
Yeah, and so now this can be a combination, but there's a third-line center that they've added to the mix where Nuge can be much more pliable in the lineup. It isn't an either-or, and that's a good thing for the Oilers overall.
Well, and you say it is not neither or. Like, it's not like a guy who you're sitting there, like, adding to your team who's going, yeah, this guy can play 3C. This is a guy who can play 3C. Like,
Yeah,
this isn't
yeah.
a guy who's, he's a top 6 forward or top 9 forward, whatever, and you can plug and play him, and you're going to toss him in at center at certain points. This is a guy who will play third-line center.
Yeah.
A guy that you exactly need. So, 100%. It's exactly what you need. I love it.
That is Dickinson's job through and through. He knows it. And then, dude, you throw in another incredibly skilled, offensively gifted winger in Jack Roslovic, and I am. You had my curiosity. Now you have my attention. That third line. Let's see if they can continue to build on it. But who knows? It's all, once again, is dependent on the health of 29 and whether or not things are going to have to be shifted or blended, if you will, for the Edmonton Oilers.
Is there some doxing of the doc going on in the chat? They're trying to isolate the doctor, I think, in the chat.
I think Doctor Who. Someone just said Doctor Who. Why? Who are they trying to?
I don't know. Well, we talked about the
Like, fuck
doctor.
the doctor.
You touched on that there's a doctor who watches, and then I think there's some detective work that's
I'm going
going
through
on
here as well. I'm going through here.
But who knows?
That's for me to know, and you people to find
just
out.
a
If you pump me full
proctologist.
of beers one night at Greta, well, call him the ass man.
I'm the ass man.
1,000,000 to 1 shot, Doc. 1,000,000 to 1. Some people. Brett, some people might.
He doxed himself, says Tammy. Oh, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about that? Did we talk about Connor Ingram, or let's do that? Let's discuss.
Fucking do it right now, buddy.
Fucking rights, bud. Connor Ingram,
Imperial, Saskatchewan.
the very same hometown as one head coach Chris Snupp.
Yes.
See, Connor Ingram doesn't really talk like that. But granted,
No.
if I close my eyes, I don't know if I could really picture what Connor Ingram sounds like. Besides the point, he's top 27 of 28 for a .964 save percentage, 0.36 goals saved above expected. And he was just solid in this one once again. That is the word we have used all season to describe Connor Ingram. Nothing sexy, nothing flashy. Rebound control solid. Good moving from side to side. His pads always low to the ground. And I don't know, man. I sound like a broken record night in, night out because I feel confident with Connor Ingram in the crease. He here solidified another game here. Yep, that's what a number one goaltender looks like for the Edmonton Oilers. And you think of the discussion for years, we have talked about we just need an average goaltender who makes the saves that he is supposed to make. And I feel like Connor Ingram is the closest thing that we have gotten to that in the last several years of the McDry era. Here he is, another one, .964 save percentage. Like that, that's going to look good in the box score tomorrow, and that's going to shoot up his save percentage on the season a little bit. He was fantastic once again, but dude, I sound like a broken record because I've said this about several
A
performances.
broken record
from
is
Connor Ingram.
much more annoying.
Yeah, you would actually know.
They are quite annoying.
Annoying nonetheless, less annoying.
Yeah, I liked it. Should have been a bagel. Kind of a tough play off the stick because the way it was going, and that's the way Nashville had to get back into this game, was something stupid like that. But Ingram was, I think, confident. Didn't have to make a ton of high danger chance saves, but he was there. He didn't overcomplicate it. There wasn't glaring rebounds and such. He was confident. This is a guy that, look, he gets the overtime loss hung on him in St. Louis, and it gets back for victory. Knobloch gives him the vote of confidence before the game, and presumably he's going to start Tuesday against the Sharks. So now, what is the Super Chat saying?
So, Brett, I can't believe this.
I know.
That explains
I
why
know.
we haven't seen him much this season, and I have seen Cheeks clap so much this season. Saucy Cheeks, he's in the chat here. $10 says clap rap. Breaking news about Mackay and Dry. He is no longer with us. Missed our goodbye. Lost my U of A email, so this is my new account. A long playoff run we will mount. Cup yount.
Cup year.
We are all so back. Mackay and Dry. How did I not know that you were in this chat the entire time like that? I feel like an asshole. So Mackay and Dry, you would drop Bordzy bars for every single playoff game
Bordzy
last
bars.
season, where he would, as you can tell, write a freestyle rap off the dome. The guy is incredibly
He's coming
smart.
for Shoddy Mills.
He's a good guy.
Not hard.
Yeah, hey, Saucy Cheeks is bullet busted right now. I can say that for sure. Now he's no shoddy.
That's crazy. And it's crazy because everybody in the chat was going nuts. and it sucked
That
because
explains it.
I couldn't read it, so I didn't know what was going on.
Well, as we're continuing Brett's inability to read and comprehend. It's tough.
Getting through life is very difficult.
Fucking sucks when everyone else is having fun.
I like
teach
clap raps instead of Bordzy bars. That's pretty good. There's also jokes to be made
Clap
about
rap.
that as well.
Clap rap.
Clap rap slaps. Clap raps is great. Yeah, no one matches Shoddy, said Jay as well. Fair enough.
Ingram the Stallion. I don't know. I'm just putting words.
We're just riffing. Guys,
saying
just
words. Yeah.
We actually just got a little bit of Connor Ingram from inside the locker room. Why don't we take a
call is
listen?
coming from inside.
The call is coming from inside the locker room.
Yeah, all right, let's take a listen. Our boy Connor Ingram.
Said this morning that you're going to be in the starting role until something changes. Is that nice to have a little boost of confidence from your coach ahead of a game like this?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, having your coach behind you is huge, but at the end of the day, my job never changes. I'm going to come in and be the same person I've been for the last 3 or 4 months. So it's exciting for me, but at the end of the day, my job, like I've said 1,000 times, it's just stopping pucks. So it's the same thing every day.
Rhythm. Obviously, every guy wants to play every second. Can you talk, what's the benefit as you get into that rhythm knowing you're the starter?
I think it's just the time in between them. You have a tough day or a good day, you don't have time to think about it. I mean, we'll practice tomorrow and then right back at it, whether I'll play on, whether that be Tuesday or not. I mean, it's just the repetition of it, and you don't have time to think about it. It's just going out there and doing your job, and it all turns into such a jumble that you don't really separate between game to game. It's just kind of go out there and do your job no matter what.
Now that's a hockey player. That's a goaltender. Two things. Awesome Band-Aid right in the middle of his forehead. I heard they glued it up. I've super glued several injuries before for myself. Works every time. I would assume they had better equipment than that.
Yeah,
Shout out Gorilla Glue.
Your Elmer's glue.
Shout out it's Gorilla Glue. I splurge. And the second point I'd like to mention, do you notice something about his interview? He's standing up. Look at our boy.
That's right.
Loud and proud. That's what a number one goaltender looks like. And as he mentioned, he's earning the confidence. It's big. I know you don't totally believe Chris Knobloch, and once again, his robot programming doesn't really earn a lot of trust the way he says things sometimes. But he made a declarative, definitive statement earlier today that Connor Ingram is going to get the majority of the starts from here on out. The Oilers only have one more back-to-back between here and the end of the season. You still don't totally believe him, but shout out to boy Ingram. Confidence is building.
Well, it makes it easier if you keep winning hockey games, right? And you play like this. That doesn't make it this whole, brain teaser of what to do between the pipes. Ingram played well, and therefore it's his net. So it's cut and dry from Detective Menzies in this case, and we move on. So, look, it's great to see. I find him easy to root for. I think most fans do. I think he's won a lot of people's hearts in that way, with obviously the life that he's gone through here in the past year, and I think people are rooting for him. It's great to see. Just with the doctor order tonight.
He's a hard guy not to root for, and I saw Lance pointed out some other After Darks a couple games ago, and he was like, I feel like people are forgetting how good of a goaltender Connor Ingram was before he ran into some of these personal issues last season and obviously left and took a break from the NHL. But boy, are we thankful and happy in Edmonton that he decided to come back. And here he is, the number one goaltender for the Oilers, a team that should go on a long playoff run in the Stanley Cup playoffs. And if they're going to do that, their defensive effort needs to be better from where it was earlier on in the season. And we just kind of mentioned it with the new guys, some of the impact that they are bringing 5v5 on the PK. And here we are, another hockey game. The Oilers only allowed 5 high-danger chances against this evening. In total, the Predators put 27 shots on goal on the net. But another one, the Oilers, they're on the up here. Defense-wise, team defense, defending in their own end. And that means several things, right? Handling a team's forecheck, being able to break the puck out consistently, effectively. We're yelling, move the puck in the defensive zone. And for the most part tonight, they did that. I also feel like there's been an uptick in physicality. I keep saying The Oilers are playing playoff hockey right now, whether we like to admit it or not. And they threw 26 hits to the Predators, 12 hits in this hockey game. They were the more physical team. Yes, maybe it took 29, Leon Draisaitl getting knocked out of this game for them to be a little bit pissed off. But that doesn't matter, man. There was an active and an influx in physicality. And I just think for several games in a row now, the Oilers' defense is getting better and better and better. Would you agree? The thing is, they gotta stay consistent with it because we have seen this for spurts this year. But there's plenty of reasons for optimism, specifically some of these new guys.
Yeah, big time. Just to put a bow on Ingram, he started his 19th game as an Oiler, tied Ilya Bryzgalov for the 30th most games started in Oilers franchise history.
You've always said.
He's a top 27 guy, I think. And his 10th win as an Oiler, he has now officially passed Victor Faust and tied Ron Tugnut, Anders Nilsson, the Durs, and Mike Morrison for the 24th most in Oilers franchise history. I'm starting to get a new feeling about Connor Ingram that he could be a top 24 goaltender all the time.
Not Mike Morrison, too.
Yeah, Mike Morrison. Some
Legend.
heavy
Some
hitters.
legendary names.
Some heavy hitters. He
Hey.
is quickly climbing the franchise ranks.
I have a signed Ilya Bryzgalov away Edmonton Oilers jersey.
How much you want for that?
Let's do it right here on the
I
show.
wish
We'll
I had
discuss.
much more disposable money at my last job where I could just do things like that. And just, I tried to buy this Hemsky.
Hey, you can still.
I wish I had money.
Installment plan. That's only money for a calendar year.
Yeah, legit. So
Yeah.
let's talk after the
Yeah,
show.
I forgot that you still owe me money,
Maybe we
actually,
can all fucking figure
We
this
can
out.
we can come to a common
I'm
solution here.
willing to move some of my funds around.
Yeah, maybe Aaron can retain it.
Yeah, I'll retain a little.
We need a third party to retain.
Anything
It's
for
all going on.
content.
I tried to buy this Hemsky 30th anniversary blue and orange home jersey from this kid in Bonnyville for a year because he would show up to the players' lounge and wear it. He wasn't old enough. He hardly knew who Hemsky was. I was like, $200. He's like, no. Whoa. It's my dad's jersey.
See,
Next time I see him, $250.
I got.
No.
No, really?
I went to $300.
Good kid. That's his dad's
$300.
jersey. That's a good kid.
I said, Ben, sell me this jersey, you dumbass.
You just jersey him, beat him up.
Oh my goodness! Like
Now there's
$300
blood on it, nerd. Now it's 200.
What are you?
No, that's crazy.
Not a collector's
Yeah.
item
Yeah,
anymore.
no more.
Okay, more.
I also have Nail Yakupov signed, and it was signed at the same time as the Ilya Bryzgalov jersey.
What a tandem.
I knew somebody who worked, who was constantly in the locker room, and she got it signed. So
Well, we're not the only ones with memorabilia out of tonight.
this is going somewhere, isn't it?
Well, Peyton. Fuck.
Oh,
wow.
Hayden. Yeah, we'll get. Yeah, you want to Brett? Do you have the photo?
Nice. I'm just
Do you have
trying
the
to
photo?
like hand
So,
it to you
folks,
here.
let me a little story time here. You know him, you love him, you might be annoyed by him. No, that's just here at Oilers Nation. I have to deal with him every day. I say that lovingly, I say that jokingly. So Peyton, tall guy, 6'7", Boston Pizza hoodie wearing guy during the playoffs. He's the biggest jersey guy I know type deal. He loves falling in love with players very quickly. Last year was John Klingberg. He bought the jersey.
the
He was
Taylor Swift of jerseys.
He's-
He'd fallen in love and then quickly.
Nice. We just lost 30 subscribers. All we had for a female base, gone. Right there. They're all gone. But what I was saying, so he likes to commit to players, like we all do. Brett was a Vinny guy. I was a Brett Kulak. Liam had Devon Shore. We all have our guys. And Peyton was such an anti-Stuart Skinner guy that just by proxy, he had to become a Tristan Jarry guy, and he fell in love with him immediately. His number one supporter, staunch defender. However, he recently, most notably on Oilers Nation After Dark, turned on Tristan Jarry and said some things you can't take back, personally, unless that goaltender gives you a game practice use stick, morning or a warm-up use stick. There's our boy Peyton wearing his John Klingberg Stanley Cup Finals jersey, I might add, holding Tristan Jarry's paddle from warm-up. Kennedy, our queen here at Oilers Nation, sent us a photo from the other side of the rink of Payton receiving the stick over the glass. Children all around him in front of him, but no, that's his.
He's kicking them off his ankles. They're clamoring as he lords it over them as he caught it. My stick, my stick.
I think it's nuts. If you take a look at this stick, there's no tape where his hand normally goes, right by the paddle. That's where his hand would normally go. There's no
maybe
tape.
it wasn't taped out.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll have to ask.
There was some online discussion about whether Jari's taking warm-up seriously.
It was too funny. We saw a tweet. I'll leave the name out of it, but somebody filming Tristan Jarry in his warm-up and being like, low effort C. You're never going to make it when he's skating around like this. But we said he didn't have warm-up cam going the entire time.
Yeah.
Because I would have loved to have seen footage of him picking Payton out of the crowd and being like, is that the guy that told me to go fuck myself the other day on a voicemail?
I want the Zapruder film here. I want to see.
Is that a perm?
The stick goes left and to the back. Left and to the back.
Southpaw said Payton's so tall, he caught all the pucks for the kids, too. He's just snagging them in front of him.
That's the only reason why he got the stick. It was for a child.
Yeah.
He just grabbed it before.
There Payton is, all capitals. I fucking love Jari. He's all the way back in on him.
Man.
What a night, he says as well. Oh, that's good stuff. I also think I told Payton to leave us a voicemail, give us the rundown, give us the story. So we'll have that later on in the program.
Excellent.
Where I should now mention, you can see it at the top of the YouTube chat. Voicemail line, it's active. Get in there. Let me know what's going on in that pretty little brain of yours over there.
Speak pipe.
What did you like of the third line? Would you like Matt Savoy? Connor Himgrim once again. Leon injury. Navi being a robot. Jari giving away sticks. Let it rip in the chat. Also, I did just mention the Edmonton Oilers' improved defensive effort very recently. And our boy, Zachary Martin Hyman, spoke to the media post-game and detailing some of the changes, some of the improvements they have made over the last couple games. Let's take a listen.
You mentioned that's how you got to play, but what do you feel has been the difference that's led to your team being better defensively and lowering the chances against?
Well, I think we made some adjustments coming out of the break. The break was a good time to kind of evaluate how things have gone, and we had a week of practice, which we don't have any practice right now. It's kind of a crazy schedule. A week of practice to really dial in on the defensive side of the game and make the adjustments that we needed to make, and I think we're doing the things that we need to do out there. I think that we're limiting slot chances. I think that was kind of a big red flag for us, was just too many high danger chances in our own zone and then off the rush. So I think we're cleaning up that stuff, and we may spend a little bit more time in the D zone. I don't know what the numbers say, but it's not as high danger, so it helps the goalies out.
Couple structural changes, couple personnel changes, maybe just a new effort. I also said the Paul Coffey effect, even though it feels like that's the most over-analyzed thing, because we barely even see him on the screen anymore. We did see it earlier today. Also, congrats to the Kaufman for winning, I forget what award it was, but I saw it was out east. It was something.
It's the Walter Payton Man of the Year.
It was Man of the Year. Let's go. Totally.
I'm not sure what it was.
It's great in the community. But Zach Hyman, he's been awesome recently, and you got some numbers for him?
Well, just so as the empty netter kind of got him not really off the schneid. It was a 4-game goal-scoring drought, but he had led the NHL in goals from December on. So he gets off the schneid there a little bit. His 28th goal of the season that surpasses last year's goal total in 24 fewer games. He had 27 goals and 17 assists last year. Those were his exact same stats heading into tonight. So he's at 45 points total. Of course, we remember 2 seasons ago, obviously the 54 goal year, but Hyman, who recently got 700 games under his belt, gets that 28th goal a year.
I like the chat. It's just calling Payton a wee boy, wee lad, still a child. And now he's defending himself, saying, I'm 20 and a half. The other thing, finally, that I just want to mention that needs to be commended, the Edmonton Oilers getting the dub with only 11 forwards. The ability to adjust as much as we do rip on the man, Chris Knobloch. I call him the king of adjustments for a reason. And he also spoke to the media post-game talking about the adjustments they made and the ability to grab 2 points when they were down the mayor of Smashville.
Chris, just going back to Leon, just how did you like the response from the team to kind of pick up those minutes? Those are extra, every 16 minutes, whatever he usually plays.
Yeah, that's a tall order, but we can obviously spread it out. And most nights, you look at the lines and how much ice times everyone's playing, and you probably have, I don't know, probably 6 or 8 guys who can handle more opportunities. And tonight I think a lot of that opportunity was Szymanski. I thought he handled it well. He's a good checker, obviously a different type of player than Leon is, but. I think with Pods, Cappy, and himself, that's a lot of speed. Difficult line to play against, and I thought he did really well.
A lot of guys stepping up, a lot to be happy about. Shout out Chris Knobloch. We also just found out it was the Man of the Year award.
It was the Man of the Year award.
Payton,
Paul Coffey won. It was the National Hockey League Alumni Association 2026 Keith Magnuson Man of the Year award.
I'm a Kevin Magnuson guy, F1 driver.
So that was last night that he won that award. So it was headlined by Canadian music legends Tom Cochrane, Sam Roberts, and Barney Bentall.
My boy's
he played Bonneville a couple years ago.
This guy watches Drive to Survive.
This guy, yeah, I don't watch F1. I watch Drive to Survive.
I'm a Roman Grosjean guy. Do you know who that is? No. He was the one. He was Man on Fire.
Okay. Fair enough.
Kevin Magnuson's teammate.
Shout out Chris Knobloch. I forget where I was going with that. Oh, he was mentioning all the different players that have been stepping up for the Edmonton Oilers here. Shout out Josh Szymanski, a guy that I did not expect to be playing consistent minutes, consistent games for the Edmonton Oilers, especially this late in the season. And I'm going to give you my positive spin zone, my loser talk thing that we don't know, still no update from head coach Chris. The update is that there's no update from head coach Chris Knobloch. But I will say that we saw it last year at points at the end of the season. You never want to see your star players go down, but it happened last year where a number of guys had struggled to find scoring, find production during the regular season. But at the end of the year, some of the Oilers' better players, 97, 29 guys were going down with injury, and it opened up some opportunity for other dudes. I remember Connor Brown. He found his game at the end of the season and then carried it into the playoffs. Once again, do not know anything about Leon Draisaitl, but there are some encouraging signs throughout the Oilers lineup. And once again, if they could just stay healthy, we could have an influx. We would have options. We could have some serious depth, but I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing so far.
Yeah, well, everyone said to step up. Like you say, these injuries have been going on really all season long, but even if you just look in the last couple of weeks, and it's been the depth players largely that have gone out. It hasn't been, the real needle movers in the lineup. But with that said, we'll see with Draisaitl. I just like how the Oilers do seem to have, like if they have to go to the farm here, okay, Jones has played in the NHL before. We know what he is, but even other options, like Quinn Hudson.
Alec Regula? Josh Brown,
we were talking
question.
about it a little bit, like with Wallman. He takes that, like he already got buckled earlier in the game, and then he tripped in front of the net, and his head got in the way of a puck. Bad night for heads taking pucks because there was 3 of them.
Connor Murphy ate my third block of the night that I needed.
Blood money. That's what you want. Blood money tonight.
Also, Brad, it did cash. I got the notification. I did get the notification.
Wow. So you got there.
Connor Murphy.
Yeah, he's putting his face on the line.
That's using your face.
That's Jay Onrain for you. So, yeah, Regula could be called upon. Who knows?
Josh Brown could be called upon. Ty Emberson, once again, he's not yet on IR or anything like that. He was just listed as out before this hockey game. Haven't heard much of an update. Did you read any update on Emberson?
A week, roughly. It was a class. Believe me.
Here, please.
It was, I skated today, and he's looked good. A week, I don't know, a week, maybe sooner. That was literally the quote. It was...
Who needs him to give updates when we have Michael Menzies Chris Knobloch right here in the flesh?
Yeah,
Clone. Tom Brady's dog, Jim Carrey, Chris Knobloch. The big 3. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, Dolly the sheep, you're off the hook. So, yeah, about a week. Rough, but it could be... It sounded like he skated today, and he looked good, but maybe a little precautious. So, Emberson... maybe Thursday or Saturday. I'm kind of getting that feeling from it.
I could see that. One of the Florida games being one of them.
Yeah.
Once again, I think Spencer Stastny has done a serviceable job in his stead. Jake Wallman, give him his credit. I think it was a better improvement in this game tonight. You just feel for the guy because he is clearly labored and just keeps getting the shit kicked out of him in every single hockey game. You feel for the man. He played 16 and a half minutes, 2 shots, 2 blocks, 2 hits.
Like, I don't think it'd be the end of the world if Emberson comes back that Wallman can catch his breath in one of these games. Like,
and Stastny's played the left side, right? Wasn't that his initial spot?
Yeah, like he's laboring. He is laboring. There's once a game that he is crumbled and he's soaking pucks, and I'll give him a nod tonight. I think,
he's battling.
Like it's tough, and
Tristan Jarry. It's tough.
It's tough. And look, he knows he's not been very good. He'd be the first to tell you.
Yeah, exactly.
He'd be the first to tell you he isn't playing well. So, look, we'll see. There's lots of time to politic that. Is it cake? We'll find out.
Tomorrow, Oilers Nation every day, 12 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. Let's go now. Your good, bad, and oily segment brought to you by Oods of Nudes. Oodle Noodle. Download the app today. You can earn loyalty rewards points when you sign up. Take advantage of their many, many deals. Incredible, incredible food. What's your availability this week for pre and post?
I was going to mention that to you. I mean, I'm pretty available.
Sounds like Oodle Noodle for delivery might also be available for the boys this week.
Are we gonna go on a streak here? A little.
Let's build. Let's build.
This.
Let's build
momentum.
a little bit.
I'm off the hook now for
Bodybuild
play-by-play
Pontiac,
broadcasting.
suck it. Your season's over. He's mine now.
Yeah. My Fort Sask Ranger U17 AAA team was knocked out today, Game 3. They
So maybe you're the bad.
No, they won with me in the building, calling the game, Game 2.
All right then. And you're good luck here. We love having you here. What am I talking about?
Somebody said they were going to blame me. I'm not going to say who. It was Andrew, I think. No, it wasn't Andrew. It was Buff. I think he said, I'm blaming Menzies. I'm going to blame Menzies if they lose tonight. Well, you can't blame me because they won. Unbelievable job.
By me, by the Oilers. All right, let's
winning.
Kick it off here. The good this evening, I went with Matt the Boy Savoy. He kept the spot on the first line with Connor McDavid and Zach Hyman, even though the Nuge had returned to the lineup from his one-game absence due to a personal matter, and Savvy made the most of it once again. 1 goal on 2 shots, playing a total of 16 minutes on the ice tonight. He had been around it a lot recently. You could feel it. You knew that Matt Savoy was going to be due, and finished off a beautiful 2-on-1 from 97. You could see him on the play, shot out of a cannon, getting head down, boogieing to get down there and receive the feed from Connor McDavid, and he made no mistake with it. And this Savoy development, really post-winter games here, has been incredible for the Oilers. And now, if you can play the Nuge down further in your lineup on that third-line wing spot, it opens a lot, creates a top 9. And I do not want to be too overreactionary. I do not want to speak in hyperbole, so please correct me if you think I'm going too far. But I feel like when I watch Matt Savoy a little bit here with Connor McDavid, I'm getting Celebrini Jr. I'm getting budget Celebrini. I know that's not in the sense that he's that good of a player, but that he finds open space is what I mean to say, is that he has the way to play away from the puck. He doesn't need to have the puck. Because remember in the winter games, that was kind of what Celebrini did a lot. It's not nearly to that degree, but I'm very encouraged from what I've seen from number 22. Still so young, still finding his way in the NHL first full season. And if he sticks on the wing with 97, I mean, the sky is the limit.
You've gone from fancy Yamamoto to Walmart Celebrini. What a, you go on a hot stretch and things change awfully rapidly. So I know what you're saying, though. I mean, Savoy, he's got, he knows how to play without the puck a little bit.
That's what I like.
Right?
That's the play I mean. I don't mean the rest of Celebrini's game. I mean the ability, high IQ, always locked, loaded, ready to receive a pass, always making, or for the most part, making the smart play.
Yeah. No, I hear you there. And he was fifth amongst Oilers forwards in ice time tonight with that 16 minutes, as they had to obviously, stretch a lot of different stuff. I mean, the lowest besides Draisaitl was 312. Frederick played the fewest with 9:53. And then Henrique even played 11 and a half. overall tonight. So, I mean, the minutes were much more just distributed with Draisaitl out.
I'm just looking. Shout out Oilers Nation news director Zachary Lang, as he just dropped an article, and the quote was, "There were no red flags as the center tested out an injury," head coach Chris Knobloch said.
No red flags.
No red flags is the wording. So that's the update is no update, but there was also no red flags.
Sounds like me hitting on a waitress. It's like, at first I see no red flags, but
And then they continue to pop
Battle like
up
that
over
one.
and over. Then Menzies falls deeply, deeply in love
Yeah.
with another one. Hey, happens to the best of us, bro. Happens to the best of us. But
Hey.
that's vaguely positive news. Shout out
I
Zach
would
Lang.
say so, yeah. No red flags is a good thing.
Continuing on with the quote, he got checked out, didn't feel right, felt like he could play on it. The medical staff looked at him, and they were comfortable with him trying it out. He went out, and he just didn't feel quite right. The fact the medical staff said it didn't seem too bad, no immediate red flags. Tell me it shouldn't be a really long injury. There might be some time off, but we'll find out later. So he did give an update, Brett. If you want to go to Oilersnation.com, maybe, and the people can read the quote. Also, you yourself could go to Oilersnation.com. Shout out the boy Zach Lang being quick on that one. Okay, well, I'm going to choose to take this all as reasonably positive news. There you go. It's a little hard to see. Scrolling.
Fuck, all these ads. God.
What a website. What a website.
Endless.
So there you got to look at it, people. You can go check it out for yourself, but it didn't feel right. Thought he could play on it. The staff looked at him. They were comfortable with it. Maybe the word precautionary, that's the word I'm going to use, maybe then precautionary.
An abundance of caution has been used
Vin
with
Scully.
Oilers forward Leon Draisaitl.
Scores. And that'll be a deep drive to left
Communism
field.
failing once again in Venezuela.
In theory, communism works. We gotta away from this topic. The good was Matt Savoy. You touched on that. We good?
I did, yeah.
We're good. All right. The bad, the Leon Draisaitl injury, which now has a good spin zone to it as well. One that, just reading that article from Zach Lang, never a good thing when your star player leaves a game injured, especially when he tries to come back and test it out. But didn't feel right. The Oilers were able to still get the win, and you saw the Oilers able to spread it out between 11 forwards. But, I mean, dude, it's bad. Leon Draisaitl getting injured is a bad thing, and you don't know the severity. You don't want to talk too much on it when we're this uneducated on the matter. But what I do feel safe saying is that Leon getting injured is bad, Michael Menzies.
Sorry, I have comments to respond to. Brother, don't hit on waitresses. They're just trying to work. Buddy, I've dated 3 of them.
They get him. They get him.
They've all failed. So,
Sounds like you might have a point then.
That's
Anyway.
how bad they wanted the tip.
yeah.
Sorry?
The tip money. Tip money.
Hey,
Tip
now.
money.
Hey, now. There's a
Or-
wanted picture of Menzies at the Bonneville Smitty's. Fun fact, you're wrong, because the Smitty's is in St. Paul. Gotcha!
That's where the wanted poster is.
Dumb.
Also,
Dumbass.
Brett, Saucy Cheeks just said I'd give up my license to work for ON.
Well, we can switch.
Freaky Friday for a week.
You can take producer. I will take the license that you are currently.
Yeah.
Hurt Noel
on.
Burton said try strippers next Menzies.
Fort Kent Hotel. Seriously, so there is
knock a guy for trying.
Fort Kent is like the population like 200 people. There's an old like hotel bar. It is still a strip club, and
Fort
they get
Kent?
Fort
So
Kent.
there's 200 people there,
yes,
and there's a strip club.
and this place is dingy and dirty
No!
and decrepit.
No way.
And oh yeah,
Only 2 hours and 42 minutes away.
And
Let's
the
go.
Rippers.
The Sunday staff.
The
tonight?
guy who owns it is like
Yeah.
blind. Like he can't see.
You're kidding me.
No.
You're
Sounds
hired.
Now, I really apologize if someone from Fort Kent is sitting on their computer right now.
Ask
just being like,
Ryder about the Fort Kent Hotel next time you're on the sauce.
Yeah.
He'll tell you.
all right, I'm gonna find my way on the show this week. Then let's go.
Yeah, just surprise him with it. Just surprise
Just
him.
instant red.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lisa. Oily. We went with public enemy number 1, Oscar Weisblatt. The Oilers, they wanted blood. They wanted bloodshed. They wanted revenge, retribution, whatever word you want to use. I do think the hit from Weisblatt was 100% clean. He just got Leon in a bad area up against the bench and looked like an awkward little position he was put in. But any chance the Oilers could, they took the number, and they were going after him at points. We saw Jake Wallman throw the hit of the game on Weisblatt. I think that was in the second or third period. In the second, you saw Matthias Ekholm get into a scrum after the whistle. When the moment the whistle went, it was boop, boop, right at him, giving him a couple shots, and got under Weisblatt's skin so much that he ended up taking a 2-minute minor for getting a little crazy there after the whistle. So the Oilers kind of got what they wanted. I will say, though, in the first period, remember, they took 3 minor penalties. Boom! Whoa! You just got jacked up.
Whammo!
Boo, boo, boo. Whoa! Whoop. Yeah, hit of the game. Who's sponsored? Who does the hit of the game thing? Why am I blanking?
James H. Brown Associates. No free ads.
I'm trying. I only know Pontiac sponsors for that, like CarStar.
I think it's that. I think Brett's totally accurate on that. There he is. There's my boy. But the Oilers were pissed.
Yeah, they were pissed off. First off, because I don't think Ozzy could even spell his own name. Second off, spell it.
Sean. we were doing our best Aussie impressions earlier, and me just going,
Who drank my
R.I.P.
beer?
Love Oz.
Somebody came in and drank my beer.
I once went down the rabbit hole of like the Osbournes on like TikTok.
Yeah.
It was just some great moments.
I watched that show growing
So
up.
there's one
Tremendous.
likable Aussie. We didn't like this one.
Yeah, we didn't care for this one. And the Oilers, like Frederick, just ragdolled them to the ice. Wasn't very smart, but they were obviously peeved. And good. Be mad. Do something about it. Good to see, and they landed some thundering checks, and that was fun.
I am happy that Frederick pulled back, at least when he decided to two-hand horse collar tackle, rip down Ozzy Weisblatt, and then he just immediately looked at the ref and was just like, we were sitting around. It's funny because Brad is always so anti-referee, and any call that gets made, for reference, when we're in the studio and area, Brett will yell ref once. If he yells it twice, that means he's legitimately angry at the referees. If he just yells once, it's just like a sneeze. It's like an involuntary movement.
The first one's just reactionary. You see someone go down, you go, ref! And you're like, sorry.
Yeah.
I analyzed it in my head. I saw what happened.
So we had the big one, the big ref. What? And then they played the replay, and it showed Freddie just manhandling this small man. And Brett immediately goes, oh, take that one back. Take that one back.
Like the Szymanski penalty, where I thought they were calling there was 2 Oilers in the area. I think Frederick was the other one. And I was pissed. And then you see the backside, and it's like, okay, no, that was probably a penalty.
Yeah, I thought that was Freddie for sure. I think even Freddie in that moment thought it was him. But no, it was not. So that'll do it for the good, the bad, and the oily. Brought to you by Oodles of Noodles. Let's go now. Who's wearing the jeans, boys? It's brought to you by Wilhock Beef Jerky. Because only the finest tasting meat products earn the Wilhock name. Made from 100% Alberta beef. Their jerky is aged, seasoned, smoked, and marinated to savory perfection. They gladly fill orders of any size. And you can find their jerky, sausage, and other products exclusively out of their Leduc location. And for more information, head on over to WilhockBeefJerky.com. Get in the chat. Who do you think was the LVP, the least valuable player, who looked like they were Denim Dan out there? Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. Menzies, I'll let you kick it off as my co-host, and it gives me time because I didn't think about who I wanted to give the jeans out to. It's been so positive here of an evening. Who would you give it to?
Yeah, I'm struggling. Henry did, he had a better game than normal. And obviously in the PK was good. He had 3 shots. He was -1, though. You kind of just go into the normal Rolodex, but even amongst the normal Rolodex, I thought Wallman was better. Nurse played 20 minutes.
Nurse was okay.
I thought Nurse was owed a bounce on that puck right before the second period. Nearly made it 3-0 on that wild deflection. How many deflections go against him and into our own net?
Nurse also had 4 hits on the evening.
Yeah, so I thought that was engaged. I didn't feel like there were a ton of passengers tonight. I'm trying to think anecdotally. You know who's actually wearing the jeans? War of the Worlds.
Let's open this up. Like the movie?
Yeah, like the film. That
The old
came
one
out
or the
last
new
year.
one?
No,
Yeah.
the one that...
I heard that movie was just dog shit terrible.
It was quite the
Isn't
film.
that Ice Cube?
Yeah, it won 5 Razzies yesterday.
I thought you were going to say 5 Oscars, and I was
No,
going to come
5
over
Razzies.
and slap you in the face.
No, 5 Razzies for War of the Worlds. When it was initially released, I saw people's like outrage, and they're saying like this was one of the worst movies of all time.
Ice Cube was named worst actor.
Yeah,
in the 2026
he earned
Razzies.
it. It is. I'm not recommending you go watch it unless you love bad films, because this is truly a terrible piece of work. Obviously made during COVID that they didn't want to release, but for some reason released. It makes no sense at all.
Yeah, so this
It's
was
shameless.
It was made in like COVID.
Had
right?
to be, because it's all done
In the
like,
same spot.
virtually.
Like CGI.
Yeah,
like all
well,
the,
just like because it's Ice Cube at his fucking computer at the NSA. He's got the graveyard. There's nobody at the NSA on a Sunday. He's got the graveyard shift. Okay, so he's the only one
running
there.
the country.
I pulled the graveyard shift, whatever. But it's all you just see his like computer, or it's pointed back to him through what would be his like
I've
computer
seen like some of
webcam.
I've seen the trailer.
And then it's just other people in other places that he's joining like video calls with and stuff like that. So obviously if people have seen it, they know what I'm talking about here.
It won worst picture, worst actor, worst screenplay, worst director. Oh my god!
It was a dominant year at the Razzies.
I might have to watch this because sometimes a shitty movie is pretty good. I saw The Disaster Artist, which is the movie about that,
About
like
The
the world's
Room?
shittiest movie. The Room, is that
The
what it's called?
Room, yeah,
I
yeah.
never actually watched that. Have you?
I think I have, but I don't have this like. I know a lot of people go to like the Garneau.
Our boy Eli.
Oh yeah.
And have
He's
a
a regular.
big like they have a big event, like people love to go and watch The Room. I don't have that level of affection for it, but yeah, it's quite bad.
As somebody whose favorite movie, like 2 favorite movies, is Scary Movie and Scary Movie 4. I love bad movies. To the point, do you know what was the Disaster Movie? Do you remember Disaster
Artist.
Movie? No,
You're talking about
Disaster
like
Movie.
those spoof movies.
Yeah, I
Epic Movie and
love
those
the
ones.
spoof movies.
Yeah.
There's one. I'm pretty sure it's Disaster Movie, but it has Kim Kardashian in it. Not great, but it is hilarious.
Let me know your favorite shitty movie in the chat. I'd actually be very interested. And also during this, I thought, guys, we should do an award show at the end of the season.
I was thinking
It's like for the Razzies, but for like Oilers moments. Like we can host them. We can also maybe like shittiest lead of the year. We'll give it to Tyler. I just want to do like things like around the shows. Let's revisit this in a little bit because I'd like an award show at the end of the year and ways we can
What is
chirp each other
the
directly
Dundies?
and
We can do the
indirectly.
Dundies.
Yeah, like the Dundies, but. Let's put a pin in this. Let's put a pin in
But
this and
people
let's
care.
come back to this. People care. That's right. For me and my jeans, Brett, you got one as well. I mean, you could obviously go Aussie Weisblatt. I had this thought during the game at one point, and I went, is Ryan O'Reilly playing? Because, yeah, he did apparently play 21 minutes. 0 goals, 0 apples, 0 shots, 0 blocks, 0 hits, 1 giveaway, 0 takeaways. I didn't notice him once out there. Could have been an Edmonton Oiler.
Hey.
Probably couldn't have been an Edmonton Oiler, but him and Aussie Weisblatt, I'll say, are the two who get the jeans for me.
Yeah, this is one of those Sunday night games where it's just like, especially it finishing 3-1 and just like 2-1 for most of the game. It just felt very, systematic Sunday night hockey. It is what it is. I don't have a
Alliteration.
jeans.
Systematic Sunday.
Systematic Sunday
Wake
night
up.
hockey.
Why don't you?
You wanted to.
There's a lot of contenders being nominated in the chat
For shitty movies?
There's one that, have you ever seen Rubber? And I believe that's the one about the killer tire. Yeah, I have seen Rubber.
Have you guys seen Teeth?
Yes.
No, I haven't
Teeth.
seen Teeth.
You should probably not watch that.
Saucy Cheek said Tristan Jarry, best actor, played NHL goalie. Oh, man. Batman and Robin from Lance Kane. Oh, yeah, George Clooney. That's a go-to shitty movie for me.
Have you guys seen that?
It's Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he goes, or it's George Clooney to Schwarzenegger, who's Mr. Freeze, and he goes, "Hey, Freeze, the heat is on." And then it's that, and it's like the worst, cheesiest Batman line. Really gets it going for him.
I got one for you.
Yeah.
The Master of Disguise.
Turtle.
I'm gonna be the master of disguise.
That movie
I'm gonna
sucked.
be
Become someone else.
Become
someone else.
You know that turtle scene that they shot?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they shot that scene like during 9/11. They were shooting that.
It's my birthday then.
Yeah, so welcome to the world,
Thank
I guess. They were shooting that during 9/11. They didn't know really what to do, so they just shot the scene. And I guess that's why it's kind of strange in the movie, because
Shark go into water, shark come out of water.
I was just looking up Master of Disguise 2002. I'm born in 95, so I'd have been 7. That turtle thing pissed me off then when kids used to do it. Still pisses me off
I
now.
still did
It was
that.
not about that movie.
Am I turtly enough for the turtle
A
cop?
lot of people in your Megalopolis from Francis Ford Coppola.
I was trying to get you to watch Megalopolis.
Yeah, you did. And I'm
it's
not
a
gonna
one
do
of a
it.
kind.
Morbius, that could be up there.
Ooh.
have you guys seen
Craven the Hunter with Aaron Johnson.
Is that bad too?
I didn't watch that.
I haven't watched it, but I mean, I read reviews, and there's a reason I didn't watch it.
I love him. Lady, or what is that? Lady Webb too.
Madame Webb.
Madame Webb.
Madame
Yeah.
Webb.
Have you guys heard of the movie Mother
Yes,
with
but I don't think I've seen it.
Jennifer Lawrence?
with Jennifer Lawrence?
I
Yes.
haven't seen it. I've heard of it, but I
It
haven't
is
seen
a
it.
fucked up movie, and there's a certain part at the end where I genuinely looked at my mother, that my mom, that I went to go see the movie with, and I said, "Let's leave." So that's going to be one of those movies that are up there too.
I'm loving this chat right now with old throwback movies. Ryan S. also said, I loved Batman and Robin as a kid. Yeah, I did. And then I hit the age of 8 and went, holy fuck, this is terrible. Shout out Clooney, though.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl. Linus, you get a minus.
Also, someone just said Ace Ventura Pet Detective. That's not a bad movie. That's just a good movie.
When Nature Calls isn't very good, though.
It's less good.
The sequel.
Yeah, it's
I
Guano.
think I've only seen it once, and I don't really care to
Everybody
rewatch
loves
it.
a slinky. Okay, we got to stop quoting movies now. We are here for Oilersnation After Dark. We'll pick that back up again in hour 3 when we get there a little bit later on. Jeans, we handed them out. Let's do Bordzy's Bankroll, brought to you by Bet365.
We're actually going to be bringing up movies again right now.
Yeah, we are. Bordzy's Bankroll, Bet365, whatever the moment.
Never ordinary.
At Bet365. Download the app today. Use the promo code NATION, NATION. And one of the many reasons why you should put your money on Bet365 responsibly if you are choosing to gamble is because they offer you an injury safety net type thing. So if a hockey player gets injured in the first period and does not return in the second, if he plays one shift in the second, then no, your bet is still alive. But if he gets injured in the first, it will be nullified. And by that, Bordzy's Bankroll is successful this evening at plus 205. I told you all on pre-gaming, the new betting hack is Connor Murphy, 2 to 3 blocks per night. I went for it this evening. 3 plus 205, and he did it for me by using his face at the very end of the hockey game. I was in the seat trying to get the computer screen hooked up and everything, and Battle just yelled, "Oh my God, Murphy took one to the dome." I sprinted out and went, "But does it count as a block shot? Does it count as a block shot?" Yes, it did. Bordzy is profitable. And I tell Brett, over the last 2 weeks here, the bankroll's arguably doing good, which is something that did not happen all season with the Oilers.
I'm astonished right now as to what's going on.
Are we back?
We might be back.
Bordzy might be back.
Once the bankroll
Tough
started
night
going,
for
the oil
me.
started going.
No over, no first period over. I played our wheel.
No Connor Murphy goal, no McDavid goal. Still a win, though. Still 2 points. And Bordzy's Oscars bankroll got his teeth kicked in as well on this one.
Yeah.
The Chalamet best actor, I knew he had the second best odds to do it. I just felt like if he's ever going to do it, he had to do it now. Oh my God, that feels like Connor McDavid. Oh my God, why did I even say that? The second pick is Amy Madigan, supporting actress. If you haven't seen Weapons, go watch Weapons tonight.
She is terrifying.
It is unbelievable.
in this.
She is terrifying. Look at her in this right now. And her voice and everything she does.
She was great as Mimi in the Drew Carey show, though.
Is that her?
No, sorry.
That
It's
goes
just
that
like-
goes so far over. We are 30.
No way. Drew Carey's getting referenced a lot in this office recently. Friday night we were talking.
Yeah, that's
Whose line is it
right.
anyway?
Friday nights, sorry. He hosts a show on Sirius on Channel 21 Underground Garage.
Get out.
Drew Carey's Friday Night Freakout. That guy knows his music. That guy can put together a 4-hour music-laden radio program. He's got a good taste in music.
What can't he do? What can't he do?
There's a scene in Weapons where they show Amy Madigan in the woods that I sat there and went, oh my God. And then somebody is immediately stabbed by needles. I'm like, Jesus, this is nuts. A great flick. Amy Madigan kills this spot. And there's a very good reason why she's getting a spin-off movie as well.
Saucy Cheeks said, only bet what you can't afford, Z. I've missed saying that. Southpaw said 1 for 1. Default.
Nothing you can do.
Dubs, ladies and gentlemen. Other people in here. Somebody said Conan's skit as Amy Madigan was hilarious. That sounds hilarious. I'm going to need to watch that a little bit later on, I guess.
Conan made his film debut this year, and in I'd Kick You If I Have Legs.
Is that
I
good?
didn't watch that one. That's a Rose Byrne? Is that
It's
Rose Byrne?
pretty good. It's anxiety fueled, and I think, if you're a mother or a parent, just in general, it'll kind of hit more. I thought it was all right.
Like concerning?
It's just like Rose Byrne's life is falling apart, like bursting at the seams, and like shit gets worse, a little bit worse all the time, and that's kind of just the movie.
Speaking of Conan O'Brien, there's a new wrestler in WWE. His name's Danhausen. He says that he is the wrestling version of Conan O'Brien, which is hilarious.
Really?
So if you want Conan O'Brien in wrestling, that's
Shout out
Danhausen.
Conan
Does he do
O'Brien.
this? Does he do the Conan
Yeah.
suspenders thing?
The financier.
We'll call Ghislaine.
I also shout out Conan. Now that we're getting so off topic, and I love this. We do this on wins. For anyone saying we don't have fun here at Oilers Nation, they sure aren't watching pre and post game. I'll tell you that. But also, Conan wrote for The Simpsons for 2 seasons. I believe it was seasons 3 to 5, which is right when The Simpsons it found its legs, and then it took off for the rest of eternity and to this day. Lance, you know what I'm talking about. I do want to give a quick shout out. The sounds in the room, they were brought to you by our new friends from Prairie Toyota Dealers. Looking to dominate off the ice as much as your team does on it? Well, check out the Toyota Tacoma. Its standard I-Force engine boasts an impressive towing capacity of up to 6,400 pounds. In fact, it's the most powerful Tacoma ever. So whether you're hauling gear to the rink or heading to an away game, you can tackle it with ease. The available panoramic multi-terrain view monitor gives you a live underfloor view to navigate even the toughest terrain with ease. When it's time to load up, the available power liftgate makes loading your gear in and out a cinch. Experience power, capability, and convenience with the Toyota Tacoma. I grew up in a Toyota Tacoma, so I'll tell you right now, they will deliver when you need them to.
It's one way to say you were homeless.
Paying sponsor.
Yeah, thanks, sponsor. Hey, not only can you drive it, you can live in it.
That's crazy.
Not only could you drive.
That's nuts. I was going to
Yeah,
say
me and my
that
entire family, too.
there's
Yeah.
a country song named Tacoma, Blue Tacoma or something.
Oh, that's so good.
Don't know if they lived in it.
Anything else that we have yet to touch on in the hockey game? Did you have anything else in your notes, or should we open it up?
Well, there's
to
this
the voicemail
$50 super chat that just came in.
Ooh, I didn't see. From Cup Year. $50 said, yo, Menzies, love you on the show. I heard you mention Lloyd Comp on a previous show.
Yeah.
Did you go there for high school? Because I feel like I've met you before. Cheers, boys. Cup Year. Your response.
No, I did not grow up in Lloyd. I grew up in Vermilion. I went to St. Jerome's Catholic school. I went to Lloyd Comp many times to play volleyball and basketball. We did not like Lloyd Comp, actually. So we're kind of rivals.
So screw whoever that guy was.
Well, though, people grow up, but those were the rivalries. Those were the rivalries.
That was the rival school?
Well, kind of, sort of. JR was our town rival, but Lloyd, you always knew. Be careful.
Border City.
I've been to Lloyd Comp.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah, I covered a couple stories at Lloyd Comp.
I did a basketball tournament there as well.
Nice.
Shout out. Football team, I think I did some stuff as well.
Yeah, you did.
Let's go.
I remember you showing a story of them.
Yeah.
Big Barons guy.
Shout out Lloyd. All right, I may be past my Lloydminster time in my life, but it will always have a special place in my heart. The Spice Hut. No free shout outs.
Don't even.
No, yes, free shout outs to
Don't
the Spice
even.
Hut. I don't even
Please.
care. All right, should we get into the voicemail lines? Also, Trevor Scat Pack something. Just put in $1 for a super chat. Didn't say anything. Thank you. I love you. I appreciate that.
Good
So
call,
does the Ben Stelter Foundation. You know what? Well said. Well said. A man of few words, I see, or female. Bert, should we get into some voicemails? Yeah. I know we got one from our boy Payton a little bit earlier on because I want to hear the story from Tristan Jarry. Let's do some voicemails and then one more thing after that. So, Producer Brett, what do we got this evening?
Yeah, so we got 3 tonight. One from Peyton, one from our Queen Tammy. But let's start off with the oil report. Yash giving us a quick call.
Yes.
There we go.
Let's take a quick listen to Yash.
Woo! What up, boys? What up, Bordzy? Mr. Menzies? Producer Brett? How we feeling? You know what that sound is? That sound is the Oilers getting back in the win column and picking up a huge 2 points. Tough injury luck there near the end of the game, and then early on in the first period, obviously Jake Wallman and Connor Murphy taking pucks in the face in that third period. So hopefully they're okay. And the bigger one, Leon Draisaitl taking that hit from Ozzy Wasblatt in that first period. But good for the boys for sticking up for him. Going after Ozzy Weisblatt all night, making his life a living nightmare, sending a message as they should to not touch our big guys, because if you do, we are coming for you. So good for them for stepping up for him. And we just got to keep this ball rolling. Got to catch Anaheim somehow. We did our part. They won today. And, we just got to hope that the Ducks' opponents going forward can do their part too. So, Thanks, guys. Cup, yeah!
Cup,
yeah.
That's an Alberta accent, if I've ever heard one before.
Little
Michael
Newfie
Menzies.
Albertan is Tammy.
Little cross action.
Cross-pollination.
But yeah, the boys, they found a way to dig deep. They found a way to get the W at the end of the day. Like, let's just send it, bud. Good old Alberta boy right there. That's Newfie Albertan. So Albertan. The Albertan accent is strong. Hey,
Nothing
we
wrong
love our
with
own.
Nothing wrong with
you got
that.
something to add? You got something to add about our fine province here?
No, I'm just
Should be its own.
What,
maybe?
you're not proud to be Albertan?
I'm super proud to be Albertan. I'm most
You
proud to
should
be
be.
Canadian.
Yeah, as am I. As am I.
So that's become my new favorite bit, and I don't remember how it started.
No, I
Separatism.
What the fuck? That's crazy.
What's going on?
Cross-pollination. Somebody else will love this. Little cross-pollination.
Cross-pollination. Get a little, you get order the Mary Brown's bucket. Next thing you know, you're cross-pollinating Albertans and Newfies. Second most populous city of Newfoundlanders in Canada is Fort McMurray.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Shout out to the oil. Shout out to the oil report.
Nice. Good call. Good
Beat
call
me
back.
to the trade. Beat me to the trade. Oil report did Friday. I was eating lunch, and then I can't remember who was beside me at the time. They're like, "Look, the oil report's already got it up, and you haven't got it up yet, Menzies."
Looks like that seat's getting a little warm over there, man.
That's right.
Tough one. That's tough. That's
Tough.
It's tough.
I was seated at the time.
It's tough.
There's no update, and
No.
But apparently there was an update from everything I read from what Zach Lang had. That feels like an update.
maybe I don't know.
Who knows? Tune into Oilers Nation every day, 12:01 Mountain Standard Time.
I mean,
for the update on the update's update.
Truly everything is an update at this point. Next up, we got our good friend, the Queen. Here's Tammy.
perfect caterpillar eyebrows. So, anyways, that's just my thoughts. Love. Really short one. But the reason Savoy is so good, it's his magic eyebrows. I've mentioned that a couple times, but I really think it's those impressive, giant, black, perfect caterpillar eyebrows. So, anyways, that's just my thoughts. Love you, boys. Bye.
Hey,
he's good. We all like what we like. Once again, we discussed. The more I thought about it, Menzies asked me earlier today, would you rather have had Max Jones in lineup or Rico? And I said Rico. I said on the show it might have really, the more I think about it at the end of the day, it's what I like about Rico is that he's just handsome. And that I do actually think that is, it's affecting me a little bit. Pretty people get away with things. And Adam Henrique's getting away with the fact he hasn't scored in how long?
Since October 23rd.
Like, you forget that when you get
That was
lost in
5
his
months
eyes
ago,
so
just
quickly.
about.
5 months.
Yeah.
That's wild stuff. Tammy, we love you.
Yeah.
We appreciate you. We thank you for the $10 in Super Chats. We wish you nothing but the finest health.
Absolutely.
Hugs, kisses, all that stuff. We love you. Brett, what's next?
Finally, we have our final one from our good friend Peyton, telling us the story about how he got this stick. Let's listen to our friend Peyton.
Oh, Aaron Menzies. What a fucking day. What a fucking day. Okay, so listen, I'll tell you the story on how I got a Tristan Jarry stick. Well, I actually didn't. Me and my cousin both did. So what happened was, it's my cousin's birthday soon, and me and him are both Jarry fans. We both told each other, whatever goalie we get next, we're going to love. So we've been loving Tristan Jarry. He wanted a Jarry jersey for his birthday, right? So before the game, pockets are hurting right now. Very, like, they're hurting. Get him the Jarry jersey, okay? We go to eat. We go down. He's holding up the Jarry jersey against the glass. Jarry's on the other side. We're like, you know what? He's not going to see us. He's on the other side. This sucks. Then he skates around us once and then skates around us. Right when he's about to like go off and go back into the locker room, he just tosses it up. I grab it. And since that, dude, Jarry's the man. He's the GOAT. Listen, and he also like went to like my cousin. He was like, he like pounded his chest and basically saying like respect. So respect to Jarry, man. What a night. What a great day. Tristan Jarry is the GOAT.
Cup
year.
Well, I'm happy Peyton's happy.
Sounds like you stole it from a kid.
It sounds like you took that from a child.
Yeah.
Also sounds like you didn't get a stick. Sounds like your cousin got a stick.
Whose stick is
you
it?
just happened to take a selfie with said stick.
Whose stick did you take?
Who gets to take the stick home? You or your cousin?
Cousin.
I feel like the cousin has to get it at the end of the day. But I guess Peyton bought the jersey. Peyton bought the jersey. That's the money.
No, you
that
got
therefore
it.
led to the stick.
No.
But that way they both go home with a piece of Jarry merchandise.
My dad bought the tickets to the Edmonton Roadrunners games. I still got to keep the Tyler Moss hockey stick. And Jeff Durand-Delorier. To be fair, we lived with each other and I was 10.
Yeah, but these were cousins. This is a cousin scenario. It isn't like a parental child.
Exactly,
You
sort
still
of.
got to give it to the kid. He already stole the stick from kids.
How old's his cousin?
Peyton, I'm
I
gonna
feel
need
like
you in the
there's a
chat here.
cutoff.
Gonna need you in the
I
chat
feel
here.
like
Let
there's
us
a
know.
cutoff.
Jarry did the same thing to Bowman and won his heart too.
I feel like if you're
Just gave him a sign stick. You know what? We will trade for that guy. We will trade for that. Peyton also said, my goat, Jarry, I fucking love him. What a stud. Said it twice. Copy and pasted to throw it in once again. Wise Kyle is in. Uh-oh. Keep it respectful, Wise Kyle.
Blatt's cousin.
He said, ooh, nice.
Wise Kyle.
He said, love Jarry, man of the people. Yeah, once again, you gotta appreciate that from Jarry. He's been getting it from all angles here from the Edmonton Oilers fan base. But guys like Peyton will always be there, rocking his John Klingberg Stanley Cup Finals jersey.
As a guy who's under 6 feet tall, there will always be guys like Peyton that are there.
Yeah.
His cousin is 14 years old.
This is right
So
near.
you stole a stick from a 14-year-old.
Wow.
See, but I feel like it's right
Pathetic.
near the cutoff. The age, like 14, 15.
Yeah, if you can drive, if you can legally operate a motor vehicle, then fair game.
Then I think you're
You're
not
past.
like a-
You're not a kid anymore.
yeah, not a child.
Yeah.
You're.
You're still a kid. Yeah, but
This feels like a problematic conversation. So
you know what? Why don't we? turn the
Let's turn the page on
page.
that. Yeah.
And I think that'll do it for us tonight here on Oilers Nation After Dark. A win is a win is a win.
We should touch on the standings.
Oh, yeah, we should. Brett, you want to do that for us if we can? Is how many
Because the Sharks lost
games
tonight.
were played in the NHL? Just pulling
Ducks
up.
won.
4-3. They beat the Canadiens.
Kraken won.
They beat the Panthers 6-2. And the Senators defeating the San Jose Sharks in a wild finish. They scored 3 straight goals in the third period to take that one home. So that's big for the Oilers. So obviously Tuesday they will be taking on the San Jose Sharks.
Yeah.
So here you go. Updated standings look. Ducks, first place, 77 points. Vegas, 1 behind them with the same amount of games played. The Oilers, 2 back of Ducks, 1 back of the Golden Knights. However, the Oilers have played 1 extra game. There's the Mammoth at 74, the Kraken at 71. So they leapfrogged the Sharks. Sharks entered today in the final wildcard spot. Seattle gets their dub, and they move in front of them. And it's competitive. You got the Sharks, you've got the Kings. That's a big loss for the Predators. 66 games, 4 points back of Seattle. Same amount of games played. Keep saying it every single night. Standings watch keeps moving up and up in pre-gaming.
Yep.
Because we're kind of playing playoff hockey right now.
Yeah, well, it's interesting. There's a lot of different scenarios in the Sharks. Like, the Sharks, April is nuts. They play 10 games in 16 nights.
And aren't a lot of them against lesser competition?
Well, a lot of them are, but there's 3 back-to-backs in April.
Oh.
So, I mean, you have games in hand, but you also have a very truncated schedule. So, you know, it's all about whether you can take advantage of those games. And
the Sharks have had these games in hand and in their pocket for literally the entire season.
Yeah.
All season, I've been looking at the Pacific Division and going, well, eventually they're going to catch up in games played. Eventually, there's going to be some type of scheduling thing going on. No, we're just going to wait until the very end of the season.
Pretty much.
Even it out. But that's why you tune into pre-gaming. That's why you tune into Oilers Nation After Dark. Just checking. Do we have any more super chats? Want to make sure we got them all out. Cup yeah was the final one. Now, boys in the room, give me a simple cup yeah.
Cup yeah.
Oh, that felt good, gentlemen. That felt good.
Pretty
What
good.
movies are we watching tonight when we go home? What are we feeling? I'm going to watch this Conan skit. I wanted to watch an Oscars movie, but I think I've pretty much seen all of them. One Battle After Another was a great rewatch earlier today.
Were you happy that it? Do you think it was deserving over Sinners?
Did it win picture?
It
Best
did.
Picture.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
So if I were to be completely honest with you, which one I liked more? Sinners.
Oh, 100%.
Sinners was better. I also think, and we had discussed this recently, Sinners was very rewatchable. And you also pointed out that it's a rewatchable movie in the sense that you could pick it up at any point. And the moment that you kind of get into it, you're going to go, oh, yeah, I remember this. And then it's one of those movies, like every time you start it,
There's like
you gotta finish it.
chapters to Sinners.
Yeah, double
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan as well.
Yeah,
You got to
hot.
win Best Actor when
Haley
you're playing 2 roles.
Steinfeld.
Shout out Josh Allen.
Yeah.
You got that
sure.
going for him as well.
My choice would have been One Battle. I really liked
Why?
Sinners.
What's the difference with One Battle After Another compared to literally every fucking movie ever?
It was pretty good.
Well,
Sean Penn was
I think-
fantastic.
Really?
Well, a
but
couple
it's
things.
just so there's no difference to it. It seems like there's so many like good pictures and films that you just go, yeah, this is you plug and play whoever you want, and this is One Battle After Another.
I think it was superior to that. I think the story, how it was executed, was extremely well done. I mean, you're at some point, like a movie is, did it grip you or did it not grip you? And I thought the last 80 minutes of it was about as tense, a thriller type as it gets. And I thought it was really well done. And you also have the aspect that, Paul Thomas Anderson hadn't won an Oscar
PTA.
before.
I also want to say that for the ending, what you just said, totally accurate for the last bit. Today, I got to the office 20 minutes before we went live because I was texting you guys earlier today, and I went, I am in the middle of rewatching One Battle After Another, and I need to fully commit to on the couch. I had to make the quickest shower you've ever seen, and boom, because I was so enthralled at the end of that, being like, oh my Lord, what's gonna... And I'd already seen the movie. I was still into it. Sinners, unreal, though. Marty Supreme, overrated, I'll say it.
Chad Oman says it in the chat. Forgot to mention this. This is a great shout. The lead singer of July Talk is in Sinners. He's born and raised in Edmonton. Just they were looking for somebody who could sing on camera, or at least pretend to sing on camera, and he ended up auditioning, and he ended up getting the spot. I sat there the whole movie going, I fucking know who that is. I don't know how I know, but I do know that I know who that is. And then about 2 days later, I saw on TikTok, hi, I'm the lead singer of July Talk, and this is how I got the job on in Sinners. And I was like, no way. I've seen July Talk like twice live. They're fantastic.
I think the movie's his best work.
This guy, eh?
That's my backhanded compliment to him.
Yeah.
Have you seen, did you like the Twilight movies? Todd's wondering if we'd like the
Twilight
Twilights.
movies?
I can't say I've watched them.
I've watched all of them 15 years ago, and no, they were terrible.
I can't say I've watched them.
Team Jacob or Team Edward, Brett? What would you be? I was Team Edward. Go Vamps.
I think I was Team Jacob. I don't know. I watched that with like an old ex-girlfriend, so I don't want to talk about it.
So now we're out on that movie because of it?
Definitely.
That's how I feel about
way
Step
out on
Up
that
2.
movie.
Take that, Brittany.
I worked at a
I know you're watching.
I worked at a movie theater in that movie. That's crazy. You just called her out.
Man.
Good stuff in here. All right, let's send her out. Now Ryan's saying Airplane is peak comedy. Well, I agree. Lance is Team Jacob.
Yeah.
Tammy's Team Alice. You don't know who any of these people are.
Well,
but
I
do.
know who they are. I don't know the stakes. You know, I don't know what was.
Fair enough. All right,
was
folks.
afoot.
That'll do it for us tonight. ONAD, we love you. We appreciate you tuning in. We're going to be here every step of the way from now until the end of the season. Might be getting a lot more Michael Menzies alongside as well. Shout out producer Brett Holden behind the scenes, who you can't see it, is wearing a Tua Tagovailoa Dolphins.
Good pronunciation.
Now it's the good color.
Yeah,
It's
my
the teal
head
color.
hurts. His head hurts. It just made sense. That was a concussion joke. My head doesn't actually hurt.
You had a headache.
I did have a headache. My head
Yeah,
still
you were
hurts.
struggling.
CT isn't funny.
Yep, no, it is not.
No
All right,
messing
let's
with
power
each other.
through a battle. He did a great job, intern Tristan behind the scenes. Men's, we love you. Tomorrow, ONE Live, 12:01 Mountain Standard Time. Is it cake? Is it not cake? You'll have to tune in to find out. Throw it on your courtesy like on the way out. Make sure you are subscribed to the ON YouTube. And if you like what you saw, come back, hang out. We're going to be here, as I said, the rest of the season. And pre and post games are fun. It's a fun atmosphere. It's a fun time. Win, lose, or draw, but especially after wins, especially on Oscars night. So we appreciate you. Sleep tight. We will talk tomorrow. Over and out.
What's up, Nation citizens? If you enjoyed today's episode of Oilers Nation Every Day, make sure you hit the subscribe button here on our YouTube to not miss any of our content. We got you covered from interviews, insight, analysis, everything you need to stay up to date on everything around the team. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss a video.